Well, welcome back to Base Camp, WNC. I did a video on our little river camp bug out location kind of training area, and everybody kind of made some comments about it being nice to be on the river and all. And we had 6 inches of rain, and this is where it put it. So where this right here before on the last video was about 6, 7, 8 feet down to the river, it's up to the level. And the area I'm at right here will be the kitchen, the area we're going to put the covered shed, the greenhouse frame up here for a covered place and eating and all. But then the first section of the field here was going to be the campground. So of course, as you can see, we got some prime areas to camp here and over here. And then we got the subprime areas where you may wake up sleeping in a waterbed. But that's kind of why we're using this place anyhow. But as you look down here, this whole thing as it comes off the road area coming in is still accessible. And of course you can see our outhouse here. Shoot, it's still 15 feet above any water. That's kind of why we put it there. But I'm going to walk down here. I'll turn around, show you the other direction, and show you the gun range, and let you see what it all looks like flooded. Well, here it is looking back at where we're going to put greenhouse frame up for shelter. And of course the river's flowing back there, and you can see it's a pretty high hill. We're going to have to level it off. Harold and I was going to get down here this week and try to scrape everything that we messed up and level it up and put some grass seed out, but it hasn't stopped raining yet. Well, like I said, we got 6 inches of rain, and it's kind of funny. Let's see if I can kind of show you. Behind them trees right there, I live on top of that mountain there. We got 6 inches of water up there last night, and this is where it all ends up. So we built this outhouse, be a wet pit, and I don't know if I ever showed you kind of complete, but what we've done, this roof right here comes down into a rain gutter, and it goes down and into the tank. And it had about 3-4 inches of water in it before, and the tank is full all the way to the outflow. What I have done, called gutter helmets. It's a stainless steel screen. This is a gutter guards or something now, but it's got that over top the rain gutter. It didn't even trim the roof all the way back, and it still filled the drum up last night. So it'll work. And of course, got the vent for the stink coming out. And let me go over here and show you the rest of it. Of course, it hasn't been backfilled, but this is going to be our drain tile in here. We'll put some rock down here and all. But even with 6 inches of rain, it's not holding water. It won't flood out. Like I said, we're still above the rest of the water line. And it was up a little bit higher because you can see out in the field some stumps floated out there. So it does get wet. I guess this is why the government really don't want you to build down in the floodplain, because it does make hay fields. It will make a gun range. Harold was busy. These old trees and stumps were here, and he's got them piled up into 3 piles. And as wet as they were, we figured it'd take a couple years for them to ever dry out. If it rains and keeps them wet, I don't know, they might rot down before they ever end up drying out to where we can burn them. But the access road on the base of the hill goes all the way around. You could drive in and out here right now. It'd be a little bit wet and muddy. Like I said, this is where we had piles of dirt we smoothed out. We wanted to seed them, but never got that done. Let me show you the other end of the road and some of the fun parts. Well, here's this first field he mowed down to replant. He pushed all the stumps and debris up. Of course, it's underwater. So I guess if you wanted to practice waterborne assaults or a landing or D-Day invasion, it'd be a good place to come and practice. But this is why we made a river camp out of it. And this happens, well, it used to happen once or twice every 4 or 5 years. Now it happens once or twice a year. So no big thing. make hay on it, grow some trees, shoot some guns, have a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. As usual, like it, share it, subscribe. If I can ever do anything for you, give me a shout. See you later.